Hey guys, I have tried to go live, but I have, as you can see, lots of other animals deciding to join. It's all the souls, all the beautiful souls. Here's little Benny, and there's Allegrius, and we will hear the chickens soon. But I have some candles ready for tonight. I'm going to wait for a few of you to jump on, but Benny has decided, because these are pure beeswax candles that we make here at home, and Benny has decided that they are delicious. So he is trying to eat the candles. Always fun. All right, I'll see, because I know a few of you have been messaging me. There's someone. I will. Oh, Nina, can you do me a huge favor? I don't know if you can do this, but can you share this into the lead group? If you can't, I'll just share it later. We have everyone joining us tonight for this full moon ritual. See? Look at them. Because this is just so exciting for everyone. As I said, all the souls, the more the merrier. So, you might hear some chickens. You're definitely going to hear some horses. There is a cat. There's the cat. Little Jerry boy, he's going to come over too. Everyone just loves being part of these things, as you can see. See? More the merrier. Yes, if you can. If you can't share it in there, don't worry about it. I'll share it a bit later. But I thought it's probably a bit easier if I go live on the public page and then share it in the groups. So, and a few people are messaging me too, like, where is it? Is it Zoom? Because everyone's used to Zoom with me. Just doing Facebook Live. And I'll share this on the Instagram page later. So, welcome guys, welcome. There's Jerry boy, there's a pussycat, he'll come in. Alright, oh thank you honey, so people can watch from there too. Alright, so tonight is the full moon. If you are here in Australia, tonight is the full moon, the beautiful full moon. I'm going to get up and show you. I did turn the light on because it was really dark, as it's supposed to be at night. I don't know if you can see the beautiful full moon up there. And I was going to do it just by the light of the full moon, but have put a little lamp on, a little camping light, which I try not to stare into. So this is kid friendly, this is family friendly. It's a little bit lighthearted. It's very intentional and very powerful. And I deliberately wanted to do this tonight live, like I do these rituals, if you will, every month. I work with the full moon. This is me personally. This is definitely not what I'm saying you must do. But I work with the full moon and the energy of the full moon, and like setting the new and setting my focuses for the month and really tuning into the wisdom of this. So I wanted to share this with you because I think we're at a time in this world right now where the world needs us. Hey Ray, how are you, beautiful, and everyone joining. The world needs us as our whole. The world needs us as all of us. And this is not just about adults. Like, this is about kids or ponies or chickens or cats, whoever else is here. As I said, the more souls, the merrier. It's all fine. Everyone just joins in with a really beautiful intention. It's always fantastic. So bring the kids along. And yeah, I just want to remind you guys that focusing and tuning into this intention of the full moon and the exercises that we're going to do tonight are one of many. You definitely don't have to do these things. And I want to remind you that you don't have to do a big ritual or sort of ceremonious occasion to be intentional, to step into what you want and to step into love and freedom, and releasing the old. But these are always really fun to do as well. So if you have a candle, so you might have, I've had said, and don't freak out if you haven't, like, grab some candles if you've got them. I have got some sticks in front of me, so do this safely, and a lighter. If you don't have these things, do not worry. You can just set your intention, absolutely, and that's really powerful too. I have some beautiful sticks in front of me, which I'll be guiding you through. And yes, all the kids, all the animals, here's little Benny who wants to be part of it. And Allegrius is right there, and the cat is right there too. But anyway, we shall see. He might eat my hair through the middle of this, but let's not make this serious. Let's make this a bit of fun. Okay, so all the kids are going to teach the adults now how to visualize, because kids are really, really awesome at visualizing, a lot better than adults a lot of the time. They have a beautiful imagination, and we need to remember how to tune into that inner child of ours and learn from our kids inside this as well. So what I'm going to get you guys all to do firstly is I'm going to get you to do to stare at the moon wherever you are. So to look at the moon, face the moon. If you're inside, it's perfect. I just want you to imagine the moon if you can't see the moon right now, wherever you are. But if you can, I want you to see the moon. I want you to look at the moon. So look at it, and I want you to take some really nice, beautiful breaths. And Benny's going to do it with us too. Aren't you, Benny Boo? See the nice big breaths? I don't know if you can hear him. And take some nice deep breaths, looking at that moon, gazing at the power of that beautiful moon. And I want you to imagine, you can keep your eyes open or closed. And kids, if you're seeing your parents doing this and you're like, hey, stay focused, mum or dad, you call them on this because you guys are awesome. We're all awesome. I want you to bring, as though the moon is in your third eye. And I want you to take some breaths and imagine that the golden light of the moon is in your third eye. Just take some nice deep breaths, and every single time you breathe in, it sort of grows a little bit, and every time you breathe out, it just sparkles. So I want you to imagine with your breath in, the moon in your third eye grows, sort of gets a little bit bigger. It doesn't take over, it's just the perfect size that you want it to be. And every time you exhale, it glistens and sparkles. Just take a few breaths there, a few more breaths there. And I want you to imagine right now, and if you're with your family, or if you're with ponies or animals or whoever is around you, any souls that are around you, you can hold hands if you want to. But I want you to imagine with your eyes closed, if that feels right for you, you being in this giant big circle. This world circle. So it's like you are connected to all the souls of this whole world, and you can see, if you looked around this circle, you can see everyone's third eye lit up with this beautiful moon. And so I just want you to imagine that. As I said, we can be really great at visualization, and this is that time to call on it and to focus on your breath, and just to give yourself permission to be here, to let go of the day, to let go of how silly things might feel or how good things might feel or anything, just to be completely present and grounded in yourself. And imagine, so if I can imagine all of you who are joining us now, I can imagine that I'm sitting with you guys. You are with me with the beautiful moon in your third eye, lit up. You can see it glowing, and I can see it going around the globe to all the people in the globe. Just take a few more breaths, just imagining how big and how many millions of people you are connecting with right now. How powerful you are to be able to have this visual. I want you now to imagine that the moon from your third eye is flowing down through the middle of your head, through your throat, and into your heart. And all of a sudden you can feel this extra love in your heart that just feels really potent, really strong. And again, it's just flowing around this world. Even if you are sad, even if you are angry, even if you are unsure, it doesn't matter. I want you to allow yourself to feel whatever it is, but know there is love in your heart. And sometimes you might like to put your hand on your heart if that helps you. And just feel that moon in your heart, connecting to the energy of the moon in your heart, and connecting to the big giant circle that you're sitting in with the millions of people, whoever it is, the 3 people, whatever you are visualizing in this whole world. Breathe into your heart a few more times. Beautiful. And so what I want you to do now, if you can. So if it's safe for you to do so, and if not, just hold the intention of this. I want you to think about anything like the fears, the judgment, the I don't know how, the am I good enough, the what will someone think, whatever it might be. All of it is perfect, and I want you just to completely honor whatever it is that's coming up for you, and whatever you believe that you think stops you from feeling that full love in your heart, that full happiness, that full self-expression. And nothing is silly. Whatever comes up is absolutely perfect. And here's little Jerry boy. Jerry, puss puss. Can you see him? He's coming to say whatever you have got is absolutely perfect. As I said, all the souls are here tonight. And I want you just to imagine now. So you've got your stick. And if you have some leaves in front of you, and if you don't, I just want you to hold this intention. I want you to imagine that you are pulling up all the things with a stick. It's like you're gathering all the things that make you feel like you can't be happy. You can't be full of love. Maybe not all the time. What stops you sometimes? And I want you just to gather those things. And the cat's going to play with it. And I want you to gather those things while you're holding that intention of gathering and just letting go. Allowing any fears, any judgments, anything to be represented with your beautiful imagination, with these sticks, with this little bit of grass, with all the things that come together. And you might want to just imagine that for a moment. And just contemplate, just letting go. And notice in this moment how free you can feel by putting all the fears. And fear's not a bad thing. Fear's amazing. It serves us in beautiful ways, but it shouldn't have the driver's seat. Or maybe feeling like, someone's really mean to us and they're allowed to be who they are, as uncomfortable as that is. But let's put all that in here. And let's remember that when we put all that in here, in that bundle of just letting go, we're able to connect back to that love in our heart. And so if it's safe to do so, as I said, just hold this intention. And if you are with your kids or with your family, you can bundle it all together. If you want, you can bundle your little pile together. And I want you to grab your lighter, and I want you to, so again, hold the intention if you aren't physically doing this, but I want you to light this. And I want you to just see with a smile on your face, so a big, beautiful smile on your face, you just letting go of the things that you don't want anymore. Things that just seem to come up. Stop that love. And if it feels tricky to burn, it's okay. It's just the intention. And just breathe. The beautiful smile on your face, knowing how brave and amazing you are. That you are here, connected, and awesome. And you can say those things to yourself if you want. As I said, the cat Jerry is here, and he says you're awesome. He says you're amazing, and the horses have given up. No, they haven't given up. I just didn't let them eat the honey candles, pure beeswax candles. So just let it burn and see a little bit of that smoke. It doesn't have to all burn fully, but just see a bit of that smoke and feel like everything that you have been holding on to that stops that love in your heart, even if it's like part-time, even if it's just for a few minutes, you are just letting go of that. Letting go of that. And when you take some nice deep big breaths, so breathing up from your feet all the way up through your body, out through the crown of your head, and then big exhale and make some noise. Kids, see if you can be louder than mum and dad. Whatever you need to do. See if I can hear you from over here. And the chicken. Can you hear the chicken? Listen. Oh, she's not doing it now. But she's also just releasing. Right? And so what I want you to do now is I want you to grab your candles. So maybe if you've got two, and if you don't, I just want you to imagine. And I want you to grab the first candle. And I want you just to say, I am lighting this candle for me. I am blessing me. I love who I am. Right? And I just want you to feel that love in your heart for you. I want you to imagine that you have these big, beautiful eagle wings. You can soar anywhere. Just use your imagination. You can soar anywhere. You can be anything. Just feel these big, beautiful wings that you are allowing to expand. And feel the freedom and the love in your heart for you. And if you're not sure how to do that, just make it up. You have a beautiful imagination. What would it feel like to be free? What would it feel like to just love my whole day and everything today? What would it feel like to just have fun? Just feel those feelings in all of your body. I know you can feel them. I know you can give yourself permission to do that. And I want you to light that candle for you. And maybe you already have lit that candle to begin with, and that's perfect. Just hold that intention, so you're lighting that candle for you. So you have a beautiful candle just in front of you, lit for you. And now I want you to grab the second candle. And this candle we're going to light for someone else or for the world. And so there might be someone that you really care about, or that you really want to send love to, or that you really want to bless at this point in time. Or perhaps it's the whole entire world. Maybe it's your family. Maybe it's your dog. It does not matter who it is or what it is. But I want you to think about whether you want this to go to the whole world, maybe your school, maybe your workplace, maybe your family, whatever it might be. Please do not judge, and please just really respect whatever it is that's coming up for you. And I want you to light that candle. And as you light that candle, I want you to think to yourself, I want you to imagine what you're holding that intention for. So I want you to imagine whether you're lighting it for the world, or for a family member, or for an animal, or for whatever it might be. But I want you to just imagine in your mind's eye as you light it, those people, or the world collectively. Maybe you see the world, maybe you see whatever it is. I just want you to see that image in your mind's eye right now and hold that intention. Just notice you've just lit a candle for you and the world. And I'm miles away from you. Maybe I'm on the other side of the world for you, but here we are connected through this. And I just want to remind you that when we stand as one and we truly choose that, the world changes. The consciousness of the world changes. And please don't ever feel like as an individual you can't make a difference. That a little blessing or a little intention or anything like that doesn't do much. It moves mountains. And I really want to remind you about how powerful you are right now. And so with these beautiful candles still lit, I want you to grab your journal or your piece of paper, or perhaps if you're outside, you might just want to write in the dirt. As I said, this doesn't have to be a big ceremonious thing, but I want to remind you that you can do this anywhere, at any time. And I want you to grab your pencil or your pen, and I want you to write, I am. So I am something about yourself. I am amazing. I am beautiful. I am love. I am happy. And I really want you to feel yourself as that person right now. I am. And if you're not sure how to write those things, I want you to draw a picture of yourself, feeling how you, like if you feel like you're amazing and loving and beautiful and clever, I want you to draw a picture of yourself, nice and quickly, of you being amazing, clever, beautiful, all of those words. So you might draw a little sketch, or you might write those words. And whatever you do is perfect. It's absolutely amazing. just take a few more moments to do that. And you can come back and finish things at the end of this, of course, and this recording will be in here if you want to, like if you want to add to this. But what I want you to do now is all the words that you have written or the image that you have drawn, I want you to see it all in your heart. I want you to feel it in your heart, like that beautiful big moon, the golden moon that you envisaged in your heart earlier. And just see that I am amazing, loving, kind, free, whatever you are noticing in your heart. It's beautiful. And now what I want you to do is I want you to grab your journal again and write to who you were blessing before. So if it was a person, you're going to write to them. And if it was the world, you're going to write to them. And if you don't want to write something, you can draw something. And if you draw something in your book, fantastic. If you draw something on the ground, in the dirt, that's fantastic. Okay? There's Jerry Boy. So what I'm going to get you to do now is to draw or write who you're blessing, like to that person. So I believe in you. I give you permission to be amazing. I am so happy when I see you smile. The world is free. The world is full of love and support and kindness. Whatever you want to write, you connect to it and give yourself permission. You draw that picture. So just take a few moments in front of these beautiful candles or the intention of the candles. Okay, so you can finish this off a little bit later if you want. But again, I want you now to imagine who you are blessing, what you are blessing. So whether that's the world or a person or an animal, who you lit the second candle and who you just wrote about, I want you to imagine that moon in your heart shining bright, connected to the full moon in your heart shining bright, and seeing that person or seeing those people or seeing the world as you can imagine it, as you have just written about. So happy or fun or joyous or loving or supported. And give yourself permission, because you know what that's like. You know what that feels like, and you know what that looks like. And if you feel like you're not sure, you just make it up. Believe in yourself and make it up. Because sometimes when we start somewhere, we just get better and better at it. Okay, beautifuls. So what we're going to do now, as I said, it's just going to be nice and quick. And I'm going to encourage you at the end of this, when we jump off, to journal some more if you want. Maybe there's something you want to write about, or maybe there's something you want to draw about. And maybe you want to dance a little bit, or maybe you want to do something, maybe you want to go to sleep, or maybe you want to have a shower. I just want you to honor whatever comes up for you. But as we did earlier on, what I want you to imagine now is that you are back in that beautiful global circle. So when I say the global circle, the circle of you and I talking together here right now, the circle of the people around the world that maybe are all connected. There are people around the world that are watching this right now. And I want you to imagine that we are all sitting in this big, beautiful circle. And maybe there's people who don't know about this live stream right now, but you know you are connected to, because we're all human. We're all human. And I want you, and the oneness, standing as one. And I want you to involve as many people as you want, sitting in this big, beautiful circle, in this big, gorgeous circle with the full moon, imagining the full moon in our heart. And so if you imagine that in your mind's eye, there's millions of people in this big, beautiful circle with this glowing heart. this glowing moon heart. Feel how powerful that is. Feel how amazing that is. It's like you can go to the other side of the world instantly, just through using your imagination and your energy. And so now you're going to send that moon in your heart back up to your third eye, back up to your third eye, and see it glistening and glowing with your breath. So every time you breathe in, it just gets a little bit bigger. It doesn't take over, but it gets as big as you want it to, that moon. And every time you breathe out, it shimmers and glows, that beautiful glow, the full moon beautiful glow. And so do that for about 3 more breaths. You can count to 3 if you want. And now I want you to gaze at the moon again. And I want you to send the moon back up to the moon. You can see it up there. So send the moon back up to the moon. Thank you so much for joining me, beautiful people. Thanks for all the animals, all the souls, all the extra people, all the extra souls, I should say, that are here. I've got 2 cats, 2 dogs, a dog, 2 horses who are still just there, and all the chickens and even a turkey over there. But the more the merrier in all these beautiful souls. And as I've said, holding that intention, holding the vision of what you want is really, really important and a really beautiful gift that you can give to yourself. You don't have to do anything major. It can be something that you just do when you're driving or when you're walking or when you're skipping or when you're making yourself breakfast, but just really choosing what you want and reminding yourself throughout this month. So you have just done this beautiful little connection piece to you and the whole world. There's a Jerry Boy pussycat. I don't know if you can see him. But reminding yourself of this moment and of the connection and of the love in your heart and of all of the things that you have gifted to yourself in the I am statements and also gifted to others or the world inside this little exercise right now. And I want you to remind yourself multiple times throughout this month of what you can choose to feel no matter what's going on. That you are empowered and you are connected and you are not alone, no matter what's going on. And that we all have that love in the heart, in our heart, for you. And sometimes that feels really weird or really confusing, but we just saw that. And I want you to come back and to remember that. So thank you so much. Thank you, Corinne. Thanks for being here. To everyone and all the people that will be watching this a little bit later as well. Much love to you guys all, and remember to stand as one. That love in your heart. Jerry says that too. He's loved this. Look at him. He's loved this. He said this is the best full moon ever. Sit outside even more often and have me on video because everyone loves me. That's what he thinks. Everyone loves him. We do love you, don't we, mate? Thank you, beautifuls. I will speak to you soon. Bye.